Hey guys, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be updated every time I make a new video. Thanks, let's begin. I love the title of this book. It fits so perfectly with werewolf lore. Werewolf by Moonlight. This is the 1974 novella from the late great Guyan Smith. Welcome to the first episode of the Guyan Smith Files. I've done this on my old channel a couple of times, but I feel I needed some things to be worked on and punched up, so it's also a new channel. Here we go. The plot. A new dog. A changed life. When the Owens purchased a new dog for their farm, they had no idea that it would alter their lives and the lives of others. So much so, one bite was all it took for the Owens' son Philip to start to feel the change. Now, every full moon, death will come about near the Black Hills. With this being such a short story, a lot of corners had to be cut. Many a character become accepting to the fact that, yep, there's a werewolf in our community. When our werewolf of the story, Philip Owen, tells his parents that he's a werewolf, his father looks into it instantaneously. No hesitation, really. And he comes to the conclusion that it must be true within a couple pages or so. I guess build-up and plot points don't really matter. It's pulpy entertainment for sure. Basically, if your third finger is a bit longer than the rest, then that settles it. You're a werewolf. Or something like that. Maybe the second finger longer than the third finger, I don't know. It's funny, but it's kind of nice to have this added lore. Also, the werewolf cannot cross running water. Isn't that vampires? Like Dracula, Prince of Darkness? I digress. Characters like Inspector Ford and PC Winters are especially useless. They don't discover things until there's like 10 pages left or so. I thought there should have been a massive hunt for the beast and have an extreme amount of casualties, and they would find a way to corner him and to take him out. But I get it. It's more pulled back. It's a very simple tale. However, by the time I closed this novella, I felt oddly satisfied. It's a very simple story. The characters are easygoing, and there's a weak ending. I feel like it was written with a certain amount of words in mind, or he was told to have a certain amount of words in mind, and he did so. He had to cut some corners, though. Yet it's Smith's writing that sold me on this book. Not to forget to mention, this is Smith's first book, and it's a bit patchy. But boy, is it well told. He cemented himself to the foundation of a cozy environment. Descriptions of the Black Hills, forest, and streams really do feel kind of Celtic. I swear, if they added a gypsy to the story, it would have been perfect for the overall atmosphere.
Mi scusi.
The exteriors are vividly told, and the interiors are warm and cozy, with a roaring fireplace and a tea kettle whistling. It did come across as a bit of a shock when two characters go to see a werewolf film in theaters. Up until that point, I thought it was just an isolated town cut off from society, stuck in the farming ways. As for the characters, there's Gordon Hall, a reporter visiting the Black Hills. He hooks up with Margaret Gunn, who is married to Vic Gunn. That's about as deep as it gets. Philip and his parents, Blodwyn and Gwyn, are surface level as well, but they are shocked overall by the whole werewolf thing, although Philip seems to like it a bit. And like I said before, there's officers like Sergeant Ford and his men like PC Winters. And I already mentioned that they're kind of useless. But they are needed there. If they were not there, you would be asking why the hell are they not going to the police already? There's also minor characters like Peter Pike, who picked a pickle.
Peter Piper picked a pickle, pickled pepper.
Who is only there to be a red herring and steer the characters in the wrong direction for a bit. Going into the descriptions, the woodland areas and the moonlit skies paints a gloomy picture over the pages. Scenes like Gordon Hall hunting the beast with his yellow Labrador, Remus. There's this uneasy feeling of the hunter becoming the hunted. It shows that Guy's writing is not only pulpy and proper in some parts, but primeval as well. Gordon and the werewolf stalk each other. And it's a tense scene, that's for damn sure. It makes you feel like you should run away at decent speed, much like the pacing of this book. The pacing of the book itself is a bit uneven. I mean, Philip becomes a werewolf 15 pages in, and around 50 pages in, he makes his first kill on a human. And then around 100 pages, the book is over. The book says 110 pages, but it starts on page 5, and there are blank pages between each chapter. Also, Philip's gradual change is well done enough. He is at first mortified by the bloodied clothing he finds, and then he hides under his bed away from his parents. But then later he kind of comes into his own, sneaking into the Gunn's house to spy on Margaret in the bathtub. You would think for such a short book, the descriptions would be quick, but sometimes they go on a bit long. There's also an affair, like I mentioned, with Gordon and Margaret. It comes out of nowhere at first, and it gradually escalates as time goes on. There are at least 3 times Gordon and Margaret go at it, as far as I know. Speaking of the number 3, in this book there are only 3 human kills by the werewolf. 1 is indirectly caused. Let's get into them. The gore! A woman has a heart attack from seeing the werewolf. Another woman is found mangled and torn apart, and the last one has his head cut off with a freaking buzzsaw. As for animal killings, there are several eaten rabbits, a dead sheep, 1 pregnant, and also a deer, I believe, is mutilated. For the potential film score, I would, without a doubt, not pick Danny Elfman this time. He composed The Wolfman of 2010, but I changed my mind. Mark Corvin, who also composed The Witch and The First Omen, would do wonders with a werewolf movie, I feel. His escalating violins would do wonders for certain scenes that are escalating in this book. The dark undertones would also help add to the already brooding, murky, monstrous atmosphere. Overall, this book is quite a doozy. While yes, it is well written and there are a couple good kills, the story as a whole is a bit hard to digest. People are all too accepting of strange happenings and the cause for all of them. It's a short book with some pacing issues, but I feel if you're into guys writing or hell, just pulpy horror writing in general, I would definitely recommend this book. If you aren't into that kind of book, you might not like it. It's an acquired taste.
Shut up!
Guy and Smith's catalog is slowly being re-released by the Smith family, and I'm just excited for that. I'm excited for them too, because it is a long process. They currently have the first 3 Crabs books out: Night, Killer, and Origin. Yeah. And definitely check those out. Fun reads, I've read them all. And before fall comes, I'd read them too, because they're great summer books. That's going to do it for this video, guys. I am your host, Brian Gatto. Make sure to like, comment on, as well as share this video. Like my Facebook fan page and support me on Patreon. Also hit that notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video, and as always, so